Look up at the night sky, and you see the universe exactly as we have always understood it. It is a vast, cold expanse that functions as the ultimate container, holding everything we know to exist. Zooming down into human biology reveals a massive collaborative structure, 37 trillion individual autonomous cells working in unison to sustain a single body. Try a thought experiment. Imagine a microscopic organism living its entire lifespan completely contained within just one of those 37 trillion cells. To that tiny microbe, that single cell is its entire universe. It lacks the physical capacity to perceive the boundaries of its environment, let alone the walking human being it inhabits. This raises a haunting possibility. We might be that microbe, existing inside a 13.8 billion-year-old universe that is itself just a single microscopic cell functioning inside an unimaginably vast cosmic organism. If this hypothesis holds true, cosmology requires a massive reframing. We are no longer studying the ultimate container of reality. We are studying macrobiology from the inside out. We can test this idea by performing a cosmic autopsy, mapping the greatest mysteries of astrophysics directly onto the basic functions of cellular biology. This split screen shows the sudden burst and expansion of the Big Bang on the left. On the right, you see the rapid division of a biological cell. Structurally, the dawn of our universe mirrors the birth of a new biological cell. Once a biological cell forms, it stores its most critical operating instructions, massive amounts of genetic data, tightly packed inside a dense central nucleus. Black holes mirror the storage function. These incredibly dense gravitational wells act as hubs for cosmic information, trapping everything that enters in a way that parallels how a nucleus protects the cell's blueprint. Then we have dark matter and dark energy. Together, they make up 95% of our universe, yet they remain invisible to our instruments, known only by the way they pull and push at the matter we can see. In a cell, unseen chemical reactions and energy transfers drive every movement and maintain the structure. Dark matter provides invisible scaffolding for galaxies, and dark energy drives outward expansion, acting exactly like a massive metabolic system keeping the macro cell alive. Our most profound astronomical unknowns may be standard biological maintenance functions operating on a scale we cannot fathom. This biological mapping also offers an explanation for the multiverse, the theory that countless distinct universes exist side by side. Looking at this flowchart of a biological organism, you see that brain cells and heart cells use entirely different molecular structures and rules to perform their specific tasks. If the multiverse is a giant body, different universes would naturally act as different organs. They would possess unique physics, varying constants of light, and different gravitational rules based on their specific function in the macrobody. Accepting this requires us to reconcile the massive gap between biological time and cosmic time. A human life spans roughly 100 years. Our universe has been expanding for 13.8 billion years. Time is relative to size. To a colossal cosmic macroorganism, a 13.8 billion year process of cellular expansion might register as only a few fleeting seconds of its own biological time. The theories of the multiverse and deep cosmic time align with the logical, structural requirements of a functional living entity. Given these structural parallels, we have to ask, does our universe meet the scientific criteria to be considered a living entity? Science defines the hallmarks of life as continuous expansion, a steady flow of energy, the building of complex internal structures, and the active exchange of information. The cosmos demonstrates every single one of these biological hallmarks. Mainstream science does not currently classify the universe as alive, but exploring this theory serves as a necessary tool to combat our inherent human hubris. We have a history of misunderstanding scale. For centuries, humans believed the Earth inside this circle was the entirety of existence. That boundary shattered as we zoomed out to discover the Sun, the Milky Way, and eventually billions of galaxies across the observable universe. The cosmic cell hypothesis follows this pattern. It suggests that what we currently see as the total boundary of reality is actually a tiny component of a much larger structure. This macroorganism wouldn't be humanoid. It would likely be an entity woven from pure energy and dark matter, operating completely beyond our known physical laws. Reality consists of many layers we are only beginning to peel back. History proves that every major leap in understanding begins with the humility to look at our current limits and ask, what if?